I'm Alex Morash, and let's queer up students and youth culture. Trevor Project finds LGBTQ youth are politically active, but feeling the strain. A new report from the Trevor Project shows that most LGBTQ plus young people are politically engaged, but that engagement often comes with emotional strain. The research brief, Civic Engagement, Political Concerns, and Mental Health among LGBTQ plus young people draws from the 2024 U.S. National Survey on LGBTQ plus mental health. It found that 60% of respondents took some political action the past year, from volunteering, contacting elected officials, but nearly half reported at least one LGBTQ-related political concern, and many shown signs of anxiety or depression. Derrick Matthews, the Trevor Project's Director of Research Science, informs, stating, quote, "The data was collected at the end of 2023, so it's independent of the current political environment. It wouldn't be surprising if the political engagement has gone up since the survey was taken. A lot of these young folks are motivated by the anti-LGBTQ rhetoric and policy," end quote. Matthews added that activism doesn't cause distress, it's often a response to it. The report concludes that inclusive spaces and fewer systemic barriers are vital to LGBTQ plus youth and can shape a future that reflects their unique lived experiences. You know, I only got to glance at the report a little bit. I thought it was overall good. The researcher didn't discuss this in at least the quotes that we read, but another thing about it was the LGBTQ were more likely to be politically active if they had economic or another affordability issue as well, which didn't surprise me because I've been seeing that with young people all over the place in polls for the last three years.
I think that affordability and life and quality of life issue transcend sexuality in general. But I'm a grown-ass man and I have anxiety. I'm taking pills for depression. I just added a new medication. This environment is simply not conducive to a healthy mental health.
Yeah, and I'm glad you talked about how people tend to be more focused by the economic, because I love the Trevor Project, but I also have to remind anyone when a LGBTQ nonprofit is pushing their research or whatnot, who has to remember sometimes the data we're looking at is affecting queer people, but it might not be as queer specific as the organization tries to push it. That doesn't mean that they're not I'm sure queer youth are concerned about LGBTQ discrimination. I'm sure of that. I just am saying that there might be other motivations that the people that donate to the Trevor Project don't necessarily want to hear, and I think that we need to talk about it a little bit more.
Well, it's encouraging from the story to see that there is evidence that young people are taking action